and so is Maureen Morgan. Members of the American Legion have chosen her to be Rockland's county commander, the first woman to hold that post.
I was not expecting it. When they asked me to be county commander, I was a little surprised, but I took the job and I hold it with pride.
Rockland Veterans Service Director Jerry Donnellan.
She has done more than obviously other women doing the same thing. She's shown another edge.
Donnellan's Deputy Director Susan Branham, former Army captain and Apache helicopter pilot.
We need women to be active, and we also need women to be trailblazers like she is by taking on positions of leadership.
Maureen Morgan.
I always looked at it as something I wanted to do and I wanted to give back to my country.
In your city, Sean Adams, WCBS News Radio 880. It's okay for city students to bring their cell phones to school. That ban has been in place since the Bloomberg administration. He was officially elected today. Mayor de Blasio's called the change common sense, says it would give parents peace of mind. Each school determines its own policy now, and that could include allowing students to use their phones during lunch or in designated areas of the building. WCBS News Time, 2:54. Shopping for a new car? Stop by Mercedes-Benz of White Plains today to see why they are rated #1 Mercedes dealer in the United States, according to DealerRater.com. Visit them online at mbwhiteplains.com. Last year, the pros at your Ford dealer performed the works over 3 million times. So you can be confident your Ford is getting expert service. Confident enough to wear red to a bullfight. Here, boy. Right now, get the works for $39.95 or less, minus a $10 mail-in rebate, making it just $29.95. Ford service. Go with confidence.
Up to 5 quarts oil, taxes, diesel, and disposal fees extra. Rebate by prepaid debit card. See participating Ford dealer for exclusions and rebate details through 3/31/15.
Hi, here's your delivery from Staples.com.
Thanks, Staples guy.
Do you have stuff to clean this disaster of a break room? Sure, Staples has wipes, paper towels, sprays, sponges, all at a low price.
How about these floors?
Disinfecting cleaners, mops, bucket side press wringers, and yellow wet floor signs.
Anyone know how long it takes to reheat cod?
We also have air fresheners.
I'll take a case of those.
Make on budget happen, make cleaning up happen. Staples, make more happen. Now at Staples, get a Lysol Wipes 3-pack for just $4.99.
Offer valid on SKU 950423 in store and online and 3/14 while supplies last. See store staples.com for details.
WCBS News Time 2:55. Here are the latest market numbers from Bloomberg Business. The Dow's up 117 at 18,250. The Nasdaq's up 28 points, and the S&P has picked up just about 8. And now here's a listen into the good life.
A friend once told me if she had to give up men or chocolate, she'd give up men. Her choice may cost her, though, a lot. The world's most expensive pure chocolate bar weighs only 1.5 ounces and costs $260. It's called Toa, handmade in Ecuador of the finest grade cacao, which makes up over 80% of the final product. The Daily Mail says that cacao seeds are fermented and turned into liquid chocolate, which is then formed into a small morsel presented in a custom wooden gift box. See, even the lowly candy bar now comes in a special box and sets you back the price of 2 weeks' groceries. Toak's founders are trying to bring to chocolate the same kind of care as making fine wine, which, by the way, pairs well with chocolate. And you don't eat Toak with your hands, but with wooden tongs to make it easier to smell the aroma of the bar. As for how Toak chocolate tastes, one connoisseur described it as, quote, really good. With the good life, Jane Wells, CNBC for WCBS News Radio 880.
2:56. Traffic and weather together up next, and then Wayne Cappett's in with the headlines.
That's not a lawnmower. That's a zero-turning, fescue-slaughtering chariot of lawn domination. Cup holder included. And like all respected machines, it requires a battery, which are now as low as $21.99 with exchange at Napa. That's $21.99 for a lawn and garden battery, and the satisfaction of knowing the weekend warrior rides again. Conquer the job with Napa Know-How. Participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 3/31/15.
Hi, here's your delivery from Staples.com.
Thanks, Staples guy.
Do you have stuff to clean this disaster of a break room? Sure, Staples has wipes, paper towels, sprays, sponges, all at a low price.
How about these floors?
Disinfecting cleaners, mops, bucket side press wringers, and yellow wet floor signs.
Anyone know how long it takes to reheat cod?
We also have air fresheners.
I'll take a case of those.
Make on budget happen, make cleaning up happen. Staples, make more happen. Now at Staples, get a Lysol Wipes 3-pack for just $4.99.
Offer valid on SKU 950423 in store and online and 3/14 while supplies last. See store staples.com for details.
WCBS Newstown 258. Traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8th. And where do we begin, Chris Majette?
Well, we will start in Queens because the northbound Van Wyck is absolutely horrible. You're bumper to bumper from the Belt all the way up through Kew Gardens, and on that ramp to the Grand Central Parkway, there's construction work now. They should be wrapping that up pretty soon, but it is a very, very heavy ride for northbounders on the Van Wyck. Southbound loaded up Jewel Avenue through Hillside. Eastbound LIE, basically heavy now from the BQE out to the Van Wyck, heavy again from Utopia Parkway and through Springfield Boulevard. I would stick with the Grand Central if you have the choice. And the inbound Gowanus Heavy Industries City up through Hamilton Avenue. More delays from McGinnis Humboldt to the Kosciuszko Bridge. And the southbound BQE, heavy delays begin right around Metropolitan Avenue. And you're heavy down past Tillery, down toward the area of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's been pretty quiet in New Jersey. Also Westchester and Rockland counties, no major problems. Our next traffic update in less than 10 minutes on CBS.
And the weather forecast goes like this. Mostly clear and colder tonight, down to the single digits in the coldest parts of the area, mostly in the Hudson Valley. 20 degrees in Midtown for the low. Tomorrow it'll be chillier, high of only 31 with sun giving way to clouds. Snow coming late in the day tomorrow, maybe 1 or 2 inches before it changes over to sleet and freezing rain. Right now it's mostly sunny in New York with 39 degrees in a minute to 3 o'clock.
News, traffic, and weather for New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. We are News Radio on WCBS New York. It's minutes till 3. Good afternoon. I'm Wayne Cabot.
And I'm Alex Silverman. Here's the latest from the WCBS newsroom. A woman trying to beat an airline RRR train pushed off the tracks when her car is hit near Lynbrook.
Lacey Spears is found guilty of depraved indifference murder in assault poisoning death of her 5-year-old son.
The prosecutor and the accused terrorist each give their arguments in Brooklyn federal court.
Point Pleasant Beach man suffers burns over half his body in a gas explosion when he turned the light switch on this morning.
Israel's leader says his speech before Congress tomorrow is not intended to disrespect the president.
Sports, A-Rod will miss the Yankees spring training opener.
The Nets host Golden State and the Rangers host Nashville tonight.
WCBS News time 3 o'clock.
CBS News, I'm Hartley Carnes. In advance of his speech to a joint meeting of Congress tomorrow, Israel's Prime Minister underlined the enduring nature of the relationship with the U.S.
The purpose of my address to Congress tomorrow is to speak up about a potential deal with Iran that could threaten the survival of Israel.
I'm Dan Raviv in Washington. Netanyahu said Israel and the U.S. are so close they're like family. Disagreements in the family are always uncomfortable, he said, but common values mean the friendship will endure. He expressed Israel's gratitude for what President Obama has done to strengthen Israel. He says he means no disrespect when he plans to tell Congress tomorrow a nuclear deal with Iran looks dangerous to Israel.
Los Angeles police are investigating the fatal shooting of a homeless man on Skid Row who they say fought for control of an officer's gun even after being tased for resisting arrest for robbery. CBS's Ben Tracy is there.
Investigators announced that at least one officer was wearing a body camera during the incident. They also plan to use audio enhancement software to better understand the final minutes leading up to the shooting.
Police say officers told the man, drop the gun, before the shooting occurred. President Obama said today police caused the shooting in the black community. Google announced today it plans to create its own cellular network of some unexplained design. Not a large-scale service like Verizon or Sprint, but an experimental network. Richard Nieva at CNET.
Google hasn't said much about what this wireless project will actually be. They just confirmed that they are talking to some wireless carriers. They haven't said who they're talking to for this kind of hybrid cellular and Wi-Fi network.
In California, gasoline prices are up more than the national average because of refinery problems. CBS's Allison Keyes.
Gas prices in California are up 95 cents in just 31 days. The average there is $3.39 a gallon, which is above the national average of $2.43. AAA says part of the problem in California is an explosion at the ExxonMobil refinery near Los Angeles, which now has limited gas production when refinery production is already down due to seasonal maintenance.
Homeland Security funding is still up in the air with a clock ticking. CBS's Stephen Portnoy.
House Republicans hope to reconcile their bill, which contains immigration provisions, with a Senate bill that does not. Democrats in the Senate are blocking the creation of a conference committee, worried Republicans will use it to insert what one senior aide calls poison pill riders. They're calling on House Speaker John Boehner to put forward a clean DHS funding bill, one that doesn't try to repeal the president's executive actions.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 115 points, the Nasdaq has gained 29, the S&P is up 8 points, and oil prices at $49.64 a barrel. This is CBS News.
Last year, the pros at your Ford dealer performed the works over 3 million times, so you can be confident